this, bro. I don't care. He was in the top 10 fucking Heisman finalists, bro. What the hell are we talking about? Like what? Listen.
And guess what? He was throwing the ball to the one that won the Heisman. And literally, the GM of the Jags said, if Travis Hunter was just a cornerback, we still would have taken him where we took him. If he was just a wide receiver, we still would have taken him where we took, because he's that good on both sides of the ball. Who the fuck was throwing him the ball without a line? Now, don't get me wrong. I've said on my show, and I even won a bottle bet, that I don't believe Shedeur is going to be that good of a quarterback. I believe he's going to be more of like a Tyrod Taylor type, which is like an average quarterback. But that has nothing to do with what he was last year and what he put on tape and what everyone was saying before the NFL Combine. And before they wanted to buck break him and economically harm him and his family because they felt like he was too arrogant, and there's no way you think you gonna choose where you going, boy. Not in our league.
And I'll say this, then we can move on.
Yeah.
Before this, I would have agreed with you. I would have said, man, like, you know, it depends on fit. It depends on, you know, where he is. But like even with Tyrod Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Even with, you know what I'm saying? Even with what's his name that used to play for the Ravens? Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco was kind of went that journeyman route or whatever stuff like.
Yeah, he's on the Browns.
No, but listen. But the fire and the chip and the embarrassment and the disdain that they just gave that boy, who is just like his father, I would argue he will never forget this. And when he get on that field, I'm sorry. I like the way that it make my blood boil. And when I looked at a couple of the videos of him, like as he's sliding, like he said, I'm leaning on God. And he said, man, when like Dion said, man, when you get the opportunity, that's it. And what I love about it is man, I promise you, no amount of buck breaking, no amount of hating, no amount of sabotage stopping me when I'm locked in that mode. And that's what I want, like some stuff we got to go through. We got to feel that fire. And I hope he remember for 3 days and 3.5 days, he had to go to bed and wake up with the whole world looking at his embarrassment on every screen, on every phone in the world.
To the point where the president of America, whether you love him or hate him,
dog.
Like when Donald Trump tweeting like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yep.
Like, all right, like literally when I saw white people getting upset and being like, yo, what's happening? I was like, oh, it's not just us. We not just tripping out this time. They not just making us feel like we crazy. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But let's end this on a positive note when it comes to Shedeur. I actually want to play his speech that he did, and then we can move on and get to the next topics. But to me, this is like a much deeper conversation than the NFL draft that we just had. So I hope y'all understand this is much bigger than us.
Yeah.
Shedeur and all that. And I'm not even, and like I said, I'm not even 100% claiming racism. I said economic warfare. Now, there are racial undertones, but ultimately this was economic warfare. Yep. That's what it was. But let's listen to Shedeur, see what he got to say.
Hey, thank you everybody. Came support. Thank you everybody out there, all the fans. Hey, it's not time for yourself, bro. No, I'm not. Thank you for the fans. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for Browns organization for giving me a chance. That's all I need. W God in the chat. It's perfect timing. It's a beautiful thing. Our belief in God. That's all we care about. We know these decisions. Things happen. Yeah. Sometimes it's adversity. We gotta change it though. We gotta do different.
We gotta do different. We can't control the uncontrollable.
You can't control that. So you just gotta remain positive, stay happy at all times, and know God got you. I knew the whole time God had me, so I wasn't really panicking because I understood it's about perfect timing. So in that case,
Hey man,